What's up, Blues Hog Nation? It's Tim. I've got Chef Brenda. We're back in the lab, and you know what that happens. Gets scary, doesn't it, Chef?
Big stuff.
Big stuff. All right, so today we're gonna do the Who's Your Daddy meatball sandwich. We got Father's Day coming up, and we're gonna make the massive, best meatball sandwich you've ever seen in your life. Obviously, we've got our Wagyu beef, Marble Ridge Farms, Chef. We raise this beef literally like a mile from here. Also, our Mangalitsa pork, ground pork, we raised just over the hill. So we're really proud of this, and we can't wait to put it all together. Don't forget, Chef, I went against your will, and I begged and pleaded that we could add some sizzle bacon in here, some of that Blues Hog sizzle bacon. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up the pork. We've already got 2 pounds, 1 pound of beef in here, 1 pound of pork so far. We're gonna add another. These are actually pork patties, so we're just gonna deconstruct them real quick. Chef's sizzling already. I told you to have sizzle bacon on it, Chef.
Sizzle, you gotta have a sizzle.
That's right. So I'm gonna go ahead and deconstruct these just to get this back to the ground state. Nothing artificial in these whatsoever. So go ahead and get that in there. You don't want to mess around with it too much. We're gonna handle it just enough to get it fully mixed. Crack me an egg. Look at that.
Yep.
Why'd you put the shell in there?
Oh, that was you.
Sorry about that.
Oh, well.
You got a half an onion?
I got a half.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Chef, what's rule number 1?
What?
We don't do half of nothing. Get the rest of the onion. We're putting the whole onion in there. I ain't doing half of nothing, Chef. You're chopping the onion.
Yep.
I've got Parmesan cheese, right?
Parmesan.
Big old thing of regular Parmesan, nothing fancy. Go ahead and dump that in.
Yep.
All right. You done with this? Next up, we got panko breadcrumbs, right? Look at that, little panko. Anything special about these, Chef?
They have a little seasoning in them, but you don't.
Panko, that's keto, isn't it?
Yep.
Woo! Dump them in, as many as you want. Next up, we have a little bit of garlic, just right out of the jar. You could chop your own if you want. We got this out of the jar. Looks like, what, about a quarter cup?
Yep.
Not even? Not even quarter cup. Look at that, Chef. It looks good.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, you don't have to cook that bacon all the way or nothing.
Get it off there. Oh my God, onion and bacon, fat.
Oh!
Every chef's dream.
Smells good right now. How much do you think we need? Half of this, because I'm gonna eat the other half.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Or do you want some too? I'll save you a piece. The Mangalitsa fat has such a low melting point. You see how clear that bacon grease was. And it's got the monosaturated fat, which is actually good for your heart. That's why mine's ticking so smoothly. I see these jalapenos sitting over there, Chef, and I can't help myself but want to put some in.
Oh gosh.
Just a little bit.
Just a half of one.
Yeah.
Half of a big one.
We don't want too spicy. Take seeds out. This is just a little bit. And if it was me, I'd probably put it on that bacon grease flat top for a couple seconds just to
sear it, roast it.
Yeah,
Let's do
just
that
to-
whole.
Yeah, oh yeah. While Chef's chopping and getting a little sizz on her jalapenos, I'm going to go ahead and put some truffle chop in there. And I'm definitely going to go with at least a cap full. Don't you think, Chef?
Absolutely.
Looks like 2. That was a little
Love
light.
the truffle and chop.
So I would say, if you're into measuring, I would say 1/3 of a cup. All right, a little fresh onion there. And we already put the Parmesan cheese in. I'm going to go ahead and take some of this Provel cheese. And obviously, if I'm using Provel cheese, I'm using Emos Provel cheese. It's a St. Louis staple. All right, are you balling them up or me?
Well, we gotta ball them up.
How big you want to make them? Not too
About
big,
2
huh?
ounce.
2 ounce. What do you got, a measuring thing?
Well, half of a 4-ounce patty.
How about that? Is that too big? That's a little big,
my
isn't
God,
it?
That's huge.
That's too big. All right, let's do it smart about it. Let's make them all the same.
There you go. Okay, now we're talking.
All right, we've got a pizza screen. And if you want to spray this with like Pam spray, you can, but there's a lot of oil and fat in these. We're not gonna have a problem. Look at that. So we're talking about low melting point. We're sitting out here and it's about, you know, it's not very hot out here. It's about 75 degrees. And that fat, you can see how it's glistening right now. And that's what we're talking about. It will literally melt at room temperature. So we're trying to be quick. Over top, we're gonna run bold and beefy, right? That's
Yep.
what we decided on?
Gotta have our bold and beefy on everything.
That's what I'm thinking. And you know what, Chef? Just because I want some color on them,
Put a little sweet and
I'm gonna
savory.
put a little sweet and savory
Just
on them.
for the color.
Yeah, a little bit of color. So we've got beef today, predominantly. We got pork too, obviously, but I'm gonna go ahead and run post oak. Now, this is one of my favorite woods. I used to use pecan a lot, and I still do, and I still will. But man, I've been using this post oak lately, and it is some of the best smell I've ever smelled. And it's obviously popular in Texas, and they use it on the brisket down there, and that's where I learned the the smell and the flavor profile from. But this right here is some of the best smelling wood I've ever used in my life. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a good handful of this, just drizzle it right over top of my gateway. All we need to do is just keep that meatball from dripping onto the coals so much. I want to get more of a smoke flavor, not necessarily that charcoal, greasy dripping flavor on here. So just set those bad boys on. I'm gonna try to run about 250, 275 on these. It's gonna take a little bit, but that's all right. Okay guys, now it's time to cut our loaf here.
Man size.
Man size. What did we call it earlier? Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? Sub.
So if you're gonna make a big sub, you gotta have a big loaf. So, Chef, you said cut it high.
Cut it high.
What does that mean exactly? Like get up in here,
Just cut.
come around here.
Just cut this.
Do I have to go on that side? Can I go on that side?
Yeah. Sure.
Let's go around here. It's not as high as you wanted it, was it?
That's okay. It'll work. We'll make it work.
I'm gonna get the high flying chicken out because this is a butter, garlic, salty, little bit of chicken base type flavor. It's gonna go perfectly with this bread. It's almost gonna be like a garlic bread. All right, here we go. On the flat top.
Toast it.
We've got some of that leftover bacon grease on there we left on it for flavor.
Oh, perfection. Look at that.
Come on now. It smells so good too. That garlic is coming out.
That's our seasoning all toasted up.
All right, so next up, we've got the bread ready. We'll let that sit for a second. Our meatballs are sitting at about 140, 145 is where we really want them. I'm gonna go ahead and get them at least 145 today. But look, they're like a minute or two away from going. So let's hurry through this. I'll get this. Chef, we've got a slaw we're getting ready to make. We make this slaw a lot every time we do festivals and everything else. So we've got your coleslaw package here that we used. I like to add some purple cabbage if we have it, but we don't. Chef just put about a half a cup of pineapple in there. We like pineapple juice. We're gonna take the jalapeno. We're gonna take the green onion, give it a fine chop. So we'll do mayo, and we don't ever really measure. We probably should.
Our recipe is on the website if you would like to see.
We do have this on there, don't we? The coleslaw recipe?
Yeah, it is on the website.
This is a modified version of it. Then we're gonna take Tennessee Red, and that's kind of like your dressing. Okay, it's got that vinegar base, that red pepper. It's almost like a vinaigrette at this point for us. So we're gonna mix that up.
More, maybe?
Might need a little bit more, we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it up a notch, Chef, since we're doing this today, and take some of your world famous pickled onions and put them in there with our slaw. I'm not even gonna chop them up, let's just stick them in there. So look, our bread looks perfect. We got our slaw ready. So you're wondering where we're going with the slaw and why we did it, because I didn't even tell you why. We're gonna do the meatball sub, okay? We've got the meatballs about finished. We're getting ready to coat them with some barbecue sauce. I decided to do half, we've got such a big old bread here, half with a coleslaw that we do, and the other half we're gonna do some grilled jalapeno and red onion. So you wanna start those on your flat top, Chef? We'll need some butter, we'll need a little bit of, we might candy them up a little bit. We might just go butter and garlic on them. I can't decide yet, but let's just go butter garlic, Chef. We got enough candy coming from the raz. So we're gonna do the
jalapeno and red onion?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll chop them up, get them on the flat top with some butter. We'll season them up with the truffle chop. Okay. And while she's doing that, I'm gonna check the meatballs. So let's go over here and check these bad boys. It's almost time to put a little sauce on them. All right, it's meatball time. Oh my word. Yes, 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 we did it. Look at these meatballs. They're ready. That's that cheese oozing out of them. We got to get them off. They're ready. They definitely took off. I can smell the smoke. That pecan, that post oak. I'm so used to using pecan. That post oak is taking over. Now I'm going ahead and coat them. A little bit of Smoky Mountain I used on them first. And I think we need to come back with some raz, just to give them a little bit of pinch of sweet and some heat. We've got our beautiful bread toasted up perfectly. I can't believe the good
seasoning.
The perfect toast we got on that bread.
Yep.
And that was just butter, some leftover bacon grease that we didn't want to waste. We're gonna hit the pizza oven or the grill, whatever works. See what happens here. All right, guys, check out that Provel Emos cheese. Look at that ooey gooey. That's the good stuff. That's the stuff that sticks to the roof of your mouth when you eat the pizza.
It's the best.
Everybody hates it, but I love it. You ever made meatballs like this before?
No, this is the first, and these are
I'll
wonderful.
tell you right now, we are sampling that one.
Look at that. Oh.
She's tender. She's tender, Chef. She juicy?
Oh yeah.
Burn your mouth? Oh my God.
That's a meatball for the ages. That's good.
Oh my God.
And
I literally just got done saying I'm not a big meatball fan at all. But apparently we've just been doing it
Well, I
wrong
was
the whole time.
inspired by my husband. He loves meatballs, and he's never had one this good.
So Barry, some people, if you've been around, Barry is Chef's husband, and she just called him. He's on the way home from work, and she said, we got meatballs at Tim's house, and
He turned around.
He literally just did a freaking Yui, and I guarantee he's gonna get a speeding ticket on the way out here. So Chef, you're gonna have to pay for that.
Probably.
You set him up.
Yeah, I
There's no
did.
way he can come back from that.
He can't withhold himself.
All right, so he'll be here in a little bit to give us a final taste test. Normally I'll just go in there, which I probably will.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, let's just lay up some meatballs, Chef. What do you think?
Yeah, just fill it up.
Yeah, it's definitely hot. So apparently we can feed all the fathers with this. All right, so since we got such a ginormous sandwich right here, which is probably enough for me and Barry, but we're gonna invite the neighbors. And what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna hit half of it with the coleslaw. You think, Chef?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm not gonna go crazy either with the coleslaw.
I don't cover 'em
Because
up.
I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now,
Oh my God.
this meatball sandwich is gonna speak for itself.
Yeah, that Barry calls that a filler.
Oh, coleslaw?
Filler, that's a filler.
Yeah, coleslaw the
He
filler.
likes that meat.
Yeah, he
Loves
does.
the
I
meat.
always think of like carbs as a filler, but I see where Barry's coming from with the coleslaw thing. And the other half, we're gonna go more of a oniony, jalapeno-y, phenomenally.
And our marketing people, they couldn't find a platter big enough. So it's just hanging off is what it's
They
going to have
didn't
to
know
be.
what we were getting into.
They didn't know. They didn't know it was going to be this big.
A little bit of green onion just to
Oh,
make it pop.
God.
Make it pop.
I actually.
And I'm gonna do one more thing.
Oh gosh.
Come back over top of the raz. I'm going all the way down the pipe with the raz too, by
Do
the way.
it all the way. All the way.
This tablecloth
A
is
little
done.
sweet, little heat.
Yeah. Think I get my peel out or not?
Yeah, we'll hold it.
Should have got it out earlier. Oh God, we're gonna wreck the whole sandwich.
Oh wait. It's stuck.
We're
right
leaving it under, Chef.
Leave it under.
The peel stays.
The peel stays.
Oh my God.
Put
You
it
almost
back.
ruined the whole thing.
Oh God. Nope, don't do that.
Start over. All right, so that right there, my friends, is the Who's Your Daddy meatball sandwich that will feed the entire neighborhood of dads,
Grandpas.
grandpas, grandmas, mamas.
Everybody.
Hey, happy Father's Day,
Happy
Chef.
Father's Day to you too.
It's coming up, and I gotta tell you, I've never been this excited about meatballs. But anyway, check this out. If you like it, comment about it, or whatever you gotta do, share it. But more importantly, just enjoy it. Okay, I hope you guys have fun with this. I had fun cooking this today, and I think we're gonna have a pretty good time eating it too, Chef.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's cut it.